Hello, my name is Grimm, and welcome to the Grimm Trials show where we try not to rewrite history much. Today we're going to be tackling Ducktales Remastered. Alright, so let's just get this out of the way now. This is my first time ever touching this game. I didn't play the original, I didn't play the sequel, I didn't play the remastered until this trial came to me. I enjoyed the TV show, but as far as this game was concerned, I never touched it. I didn't have time. We had two brothers and a video game budget of nil. That being said though, this game was fun. Capcom, why don't you do these anymore? I mean seriously, the games I didn't play DuckTales, but I played their Aladdin game, Nemo the Dream Master, played the heck out of that. Whenever I did go to the arcade, there was the Dungeons & Dragons arcade games. I've already mentioned my love for the Marvel licensed games, right? They even had Area 88, which I didn't even know was an anime until 3 years ago. Why don't you do these anymore? Look, you tell me that you're coming out with new Disney Afternoon platformers and things like that. Tell me where to sign, alright? Where do I sign to make sure that this gets onto whatever system I need it to go to? Do I have to kickstart it? Because I'll kickstart it. Don't tempt me. Lastly, I want to mention WayForward because they did a great job when it came to remastering this game. It was absolutely fantastic. If you ever remaster anything else, I'm going to buy it on the spot. I have already bought Double Dragon Neon, and when I get around to it, I guess I'll buy the Shantae games. Absolutely fantastic.
Constantine for help, ditto. All in all things considered, fantastic.
The game is fun. The challenge was not. Death constantly, recalling you to restart the entire game, is just not okay. It hurts every single time. I was angry at this for a good 3 hours. I had to put it down and restart it days later just to get through this. It was just so painful. I admit, it was my fault for underestimating it. I didn't do the research beforehand when I just accepted the challenge outright. I may have burned myself. But, the game is fun. It's just so hard. So hard to get through levels. The challenge was overall simple. All I had to do was beat DuckTales in one playthrough. Alright, let's talk about what made me angry in this. First, hard mode. So I did a practice run with just all the deaths just to get used to the game on normal difficulty. And in normal, what ends up happening is there's life everywhere for you. At no point is there not life. So you can just take damage, get a health power up, and be fine. Hard mode, you do not have that luxury. There is health in 3 places. And when you find Miss Beakley, you are thankful for it. Absolutely thankful for it. Just thank you for breaking my 3 hearts back to 5. Also, hard mode does not, in any way, shape, or form, give you 7 heart pieces. It gives you 5. You start off with the 3 you have, and you get 2 extra. And both levels blow chunks. The first one's an ice world, which means my controls are just all screwed up. And the other one's Transylvania. Transylvania sucks in general. Instant death pits, ghosts that hit you into those instant death pits, ghosts that can't be killed by pogoing on them. All of it sucked. Oh, and then you have the spiders in the Amazon. I'm going to get back to Transylvania in a second. But the spiders in the Amazon just freaking blow. They're placed in such a way that you are going to take damage from a spike. I hate these things. And then there's Magicka Dispel. On normal mode, she's nothing. You can like just dodge a couple things and you're fine. On hard, she is everything that you didn't want to happen. Oh yeah, I'm going to spawn 5 pillars of fire this time instead of 2. I'm going to make sure that all of the fire happens. All of it. Her pattern is basically the same, but the death toll kept happening. I actually had to change the route that I was going because I was going to Transylvania, Himalayas, and then like circle back around. No, so I ended up doing Himalayas, the moon, then Transylvania, okay, to get the 5 heart pieces before I fought Magicka and her ghostly army of hell. And then that's not even the true reason that I'm angry at her. I realized the reason that I'm angry at her is the race at the end, which killed me like 3 times. And then if I had to start the entire game over again, the race at the end can go die in a fire. And I realize it's Mount Vesuvius, therefore it is dying in a fire. But dear God, why? This might be the first time I rate a challenge as hard simply for the race itself. Oh my dear God. And then like the escape is just as bad. I had to like die a whole bunch and just to plan my route so that I could escape. This sucked. Something awful. Alright, so after that rant there for a second, I have a feeling that I should actually mention the final boss of the game. And see, the problem with this is the bosses for this challenge aren't hard. Like, all of them have a specific pattern that once you memorize, you can basically go through no issues. And this includes the final boss, Dracula Duck. He's fairly simple, with you just having the pogo off his head. And if you're paying attention at all, after a couple deaths, you'll get it. The problem is the stages more than the bosses for this one. Because with the exception of Magicka, all the bosses are fairly beatable with patterns. Like the giant ancient head of Manchu Quack Quack. Like the stone head, yeah, you can beat that fairly simply. The Yeti, I don't even remember. There's Magicka, the Yeti. Oh, the giant rat I forgot all about. And then the Vermian King, I think is the last boss. All of them are fairly beatable. You shouldn't have a problem with these people.
$5 painting for you saved expensive treasure hunting expedition for me. And now, at long last, I am ready to use treasures to complete spell.
Enough with the smoke and mirrors routine. You've got my dime. Now release the lads.
Oh, boo-hoo. No time for buyer's remorse from old has-been. Better to stick with master plan. Is much more exciting. I now summon Dracula Duck. Behold! Dracula Duck. I, Magic and Dispel, have summoned you to do my bidding. You must obey my will and mine alone. And my will is that you destroy this meddling old fool. Crush him, now! Don't give up, you Tower of Bat! Plan must not fail. Fight his neck. Cauldron is very expensive.
Come on, let's go.
I will have my victory.
Oh boy.
And die like mad. Breath is worse than his bite. Give me ultimate power.
Out of here with that nonsense.
Oh, boys, I'm so glad you're all right.
We knew you'd save us, Uncle Scrooge. We knew you would. We sure did.
Down that hall, lads. Launch pad will be waiting to take you to safety.
What about you, Uncle Scrooge? Yeah, the whole place is falling apart.
Magic and Glumgold still have my #1 dime, and I'm not leaving without it. You boys get going.
Good luck, Uncle Scrooge. Good luck, Uncle Scrooge.
Now, give me dime.
Not till you give me those treasures. I want to be filthy, stinking rich.
You already are filthy, stinking rich.
But not as rich as that Chiseler McDuck. Where's the treasure?
No more horseplay. I need that dime.
Oh, no, you don't, Missy.
Ah! Let go, you fool!
Not till I get that treasure.
Up I go. Nice try, Magica, but I'll be taking my dime with me back to Duckburg. Have a lovely time together. Onward and upward.
Got it.
Get us out of here, Launchpad. Me #1 dime returned safe and sound.
But Uncle Scrooge, well, what about the treasure? Yeah, we had it and we lost it. Sorry, Uncle Scrooge.
Come on now, boys. We may not have got to keep the treasure, but we had the adventure of a lifetime. And best of all, we got to share it together. You, Webigail, Launchpad.
And Duckworth, too. Don't forget about Mrs. Beakley, and Bubba, and Fenton, and Gyro. They helped us, too.
Indeed they did, lads. Now, come on. Let's head for home.
Let go of me, you doddering old deadweight!
Oh, pipe down, you mangy bird.
So after careful deliberation, I think that I'm going to give this one a rating of hard. It's not hard for everybody, but it was hard for me considering I had never played one of these games before. And I realized there are people who like speedrun this game and can do this in their sleep. But when you have no experience with it, it is just punishing to have to die and then reload every single time. And that just sucks. Cause this game, like, you're supposed to die. I realize that this game is all about death at this point. You are meant to die. I honestly think this challenge made me hate the Beagle Boys more than the cartoon show. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can't stand Burger Beagle at this point. Anyways, that's all the time I have for this one. If you have a challenge you would like me to do, an achievement you would like me to get, or a trophy you would like me to grab, go ahead and leave it down in the comments below. As always, thank you guys for watching, and we will see you next mission.